Do you lack creativity? Do you have no respect for your fans? Do you not care about wasting people's time? Are you only in it for the ad revenue? If so, this video is for you. Now, as you can see, BwolfTheWolf is still using Paint.net. The reason BwolfTheWolf is still using Paint.net is because he refuses to use clickbait. If BwolfTheWolf used clickbait, he would have gained 1 million followers by now, he would have gained plenty of money, and he would be able to afford a quality product such as Photoshop. But never mind, that is his loss. Stage 1 of being a clickbait scumbag. You need to create yourself an absolutely perfect canvas. It needs to be nice and white, and it needs to be the correct size so it fits YouTube perfectly. So what we're going to do, we are going to come up here and we're going to click new. Now, you need to set the width as 1280 and you need to set the height as 720. This will ensure that you have the perfect size canvas for your clickbait bullshit. Now, stage 2 for being a clickbait scumbag. You need to take a picture of yourself. But in this picture, you need to be overreacting like a son of a bitch. You gotta look stupid, insane, crazy and moronic all at the same time. In fact, you need to look like somebody just took a salty log and shoved it straight up your rectum. If you don't look like you've received a log to your rectum, then you, my friend, are not doing a good job. Now thankfully, my dear friend BwolfTheWolf has provided me with a picture of himself looking like he's taken a log in the arse. Now let's go and check out the absolutely spectacular looking BwolfTheWolf. Here we go. This is the legend BwolfTheWolf not wearing a mask. So what we're going to do is we are going to copy this and we are going to take it over here. Now, before you paste it, we're going to want to change the color of this background because who the hell wants a white background? So we're going to select the paint can and we are going to make this canvas right here a nice forest green. I'm sounding a little bit like Bob Ross at the moment, I do apologise. Now, we're going to copy this absolutely perfect picture of BwolfTheWolf and we are going to paste it into a new layer and we're going to keep the canvas size. Now as you can see, everybody in the world is going to want to click on this picture, on this thumbnail, because Bwolf is making it look like he has found the most incredible thing in the world. Stage 3 for being a clickbait scumbag. As you may have seen, some channels on YouTube like to review products, some channels just like to show off their favourite things in life, and to do that, they put the thing in the thumbnail. Now you may be thinking to yourself, but Bwolf, of course they're going to put their favourite thing in the thumbnail if they're talking about it in the video, but that is where you're wrong. Now, for example, BwolfTheWolf, he really loves tea. Tea is the kind of thing that Bwolf would talk about in the video. So what we're going to do is we are going to copy a beautiful picture of tea bags and we're going to bring it over here. And we are going to paste it into the thumbnail. Now you may be thinking to yourself, well if BwolfTheWolf is talking about tea and you've got it in the thumbnail, that's not really clickbait, is it? Well that's where you're wrong. Because we don't want people to know what our video is about. We want people to click on the video so we get that ad revenue. So what we're going to do, we are going to come up here to effects. We're going to go on art, we're going to go on blurs, and we're going to go on Gaussian blur or whatever that name is, and we are going to blur the image. Now this is how you make perfect clickbait, because now everybody on YouTube can see an absolutely moronic overreacting son of a bitch in the corner, and they've clearly got something they really love, but you can't see what it is. So you now need to click this thumbnail because you really want to know what's in my hand, don't you? Stage 4 of being a clickbait scumbag. Now you may be thinking to yourself, T-Wolf, this is already a clickbait thumbnail. They don't know what you're talking about because you've blurred it and you're also being an overreacting bastard. So what more could you do? Well, let me tell you, when you're making a clickbait thumbnail, you need to treat your fans like they are absolutely thick as fuck. You need to make them think they are stupid as hell. You got to show them where to look because clearly all of your fans are dumb and they don't know where to look in your thumbnail. So what we're going to do, we are going to get this absolutely gorgeous red arrow. We're going to go over here. We're going to go on edit, paste into new layer. We're going to shrink the size of it a little bit. The bigger the arrow, the better, as the ladies would say. But we're going to make it short and we're going to put it right here. Now everybody on YouTube is going to know where to look on your thumbnail, because without this arrow, who knows where they would be looking? They might be looking at the corner of the thumbnail. They might even be looking at their wall. So without this arrow, they won't know where to look. Stage 5 of being a clickbait scumbag. Now you may be thinking to yourself, how can this get any worse? You've already made the most clickbait scumbag thumbnail you could possibly make. But wait, there's more. Now we are going to add a circle to our thumbnail, because if the last stage wasn't condescending enough, this one is going to make it even better. We're going to copy this nice round circle here, and we are going to paste it into a new layer, and we are going to circle the object that we are talking about, because without this circle, people might not know where to look. You might be thinking to yourself, well, an arrow is good enough, isn't it? But you're wrong. People might look at this arrow and they might end up looking all the way over here, and they might miss my thumbnail. So I need to circle what they need to look at, because clearly my fans are absolutely thick, and without this circle and arrow, they wouldn't know where to look. Stage 6 for being a clickbait scumbag. Now you may be thinking to yourself, TwolfTheWolf, there is no way in hell that you can make this thumbnail any more clickbaity. Well, that is where you're wrong. If you want to get those YouTube views, you have to follow the trends. So what we're going to do, we are going to get ourselves a lovely knife. Now, if you've been on YouTube recently, you already know where this is going to be heading. We are going to make ourselves a glowing red hot knife, because clearly heating up the knife and taking a picture is not good enough. That is not going to get you views. You need to make this knife look absolutely prominently red. If it's not as red as that arrow, you're not going to get clicks. So we're going to paste in this knife like this, and then we're going to bring it up here. Now before we're finished, we're going to have to change the colour of this knife so it's glowing red, because clearly heating up the knife is not good enough. So we're going to get a magnifying glass, we're going to go onto our paintbrush, we're going to select red, and we're going to paint this knife in. There we go, there we go. See, look at this lovely, beautiful, glowing red hot knife. Everybody in the world is going to want to click on this to see that glowing red knife. There we go, there we go. Look, isn't that? I'm starting to think I might be Bob Ross. I mean, I'm not sure of anyone else that can paint as good as this. There we go. I'm going to fill in these little bits over here. Lovely. Stage 7 for creating a clickbait thumbnail. Now you may be thinking to yourself, BwolfTheWolf, you've got a glowing red hot knife in your thumbnail, you've got your own face pulling the most stupidest expression in the world, and you've also got a product that you have blurred with a circle and arrow around it. There is no way that your thumbnail can get any more clickbaity. Well, my friends, that is where I'm going to prove you wrong. If this hasn't generated you 10 million views by now, this will. What you need to do is you need to get yourself a picture of the living legend PewDiePie. If you add a picture of PewDiePie to your thumbnail, you are guaranteed to get at least 100 billion views. It doesn't matter if PewDiePie isn't actually in the video. In fact, it doesn't matter if anything in this thumbnail is in your video, because you're going to get the money. You're going to make that YouTube ad revenue. And it doesn't matter how angry people get, because you clearly don't care, because you made this thumbnail in the first place. And YouTube doesn't care, because YouTube has a report button and it doesn't do anything. So what we're going to do is we are going to paste into a new layer the living legend PewDiePie. There we go. We've got the absolutely sexy person PewDiePie in your thumbnail. Now if this doesn't generate you infinity and beyond views, I don't know what will. But that, my friends, is how you create the most amazing clickbait thumbnail on YouTube. If you have no morals, if you don't care about wasting people's time, then this is how you're going to get rich. Hopefully you enjoyed this video.